Hey guys, good morning, good evening, good day, wherever you're at in the world, and I hope all is going well with you guys. Honestly, I really do. Um, and let me give a quick explanation as to the topic of the day. Uh, you ever just not until you remember you do? What that means is literally, I was just sitting here doom scrolling on YouTube as I normally do, looking for a comment section to be an absolute menace, and it dawned on me that oh wait a second, I um am a YouTuber, and I haven't recorded a video for my next upload. So yeah, do you ever just not until you remember you do? Basically means, have you ever just been kind of caught up in literally just existing, and then like you suddenly it just dawns on you like, oh whoa, I was supposed to be doing something like actually important, and I should probably get to that. Um, and yeah, it goes to like many other things too. I mean, obviously so, right? Like, um, I think we all just have those moments, those blank out moments, the time where you're sitting down, staring literally at nothing, and then like it's in between the breath that you forgot and the breath that you remembered that you're like, oh dang, I'm supposed to be like doing that thing. Like I think we're all guilty of it. I feel like the closer we get to the thing we're expected to be doing, the less likely we are to remember that we're supposed to be doing it. If that makes any sense. What I'm trying to say is like, I'd be like, I know, like, say I know a month in advance. Okay, I got to go do this thing on this day. All right, cool. In my mind, got this. And then, you know, like I said, like a month. So then, like 2 months pass. Or wow, bro, I don't even know what I'm thinking of right now. Forgive me, guys. I'm still mentally trying to remember what the heck is going on. I literally, I feel like I was like, my brain was in shutdown mode, and then all of a sudden there was that one fleeting thought, like, oh wait, should you be recording a video? It's like, oh my goodness, I should be recording a video. But what I'm trying to say is, it's like a month in advance. You know you got to do the thing, and you're like, all right, cool, I got that. I'll write it down or something. You don't actually write it down. Nobody ever actually writes it down, but we tell ourselves we probably should, and honestly, we probably should have. That's why we're at this point we're at today, but we don't. We just say, no, no, it's cool. We got this. It'll be a-okay. And then like 2 weeks pass, and now it's gonna be about like a little over 2 weeks that you're supposed to do that thing, right? And you're like somewhat aware of that you have to do that thing. So it's like, okay, cool, got it. Now 1 week from when you're supposed to do that thing, you think to yourself, oh, there's something I'm supposed to do. I can't remember. Oh, wait, yeah, it's that one thing, right? All right, cool. 3 days until you're supposed to do that thing now. Yeah, time's really, really disappearing right now. And you're like sitting there thinking to yourself, like, man, what was that thing? Yeah, I better not forget. I feel like there's a window in between like when it's actually due and like the closest you can actually remember to do it. It's not actually when you're supposed to be doing it. Where that there's that window where that's when you remember it the most. And you're like, okay, cool. I just gotta not forget to do that thing, right? Okay, perfect. I got it. I wrote it down on a piece of paper, but I didn't actually carry the piece of paper with me, or I put it in a note in my phone, which would be great, except nobody actually checks or remembers the notes in their phones. If you do, you're better than me, but I'd say most people honestly don't. And then it's like the night before, or whatever, like the last possible moment for you to actually do the thing, to prepare for the thing, and you're just sitting there thinking to yourself like, I have no idea what's going on, and it doesn't really dawn on you until you're like actually like at that moment where you're supposed to do the thing, and that's when you're like, oh, that's the thing I was supposed to do. Dang, guys. Oh, okay. Best example for you guys. You go to the store, right? You have to get like some groceries and whatnot. Cool. You're there, and you're going through the aisles, and like you have a list of like 5 things you're supposed to get, and you didn't bother with the list. You don't write down the list. You don't want to write down the list. You say, nah, screw it. I got it. I got this. How could I forget, right? I'm like the best at remembering things, so I'm not going to forget. So then it's like, okay, cool, fine, sure, whatever. And you're at the store, and you're going through the aisles, and you're doing a bang up job. You're remembering pretty much everything for the most part, except for that one thing. But let's not talk about that one thing right now. We're gonna just keep on moving along, and everything seems a-okay, right? It looks like it's good. You're doing fine, no problems. And that's when you get home and you realize, dang, I forgot that one or two things. And like it's like the less things you forget, the more important those things probably were too. That's the crazy part for me. Like you might be just sitting there like thinking like let's say you go to the store, you're like you open up the pantry, you're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna have a bowl of cereal. And then like, you just go through the rest of the pantry, look in the fridge and whatnot. All right, cool. So I need milk. I can't have my bowl of cereal without the milk, right? All right, cool. All right, probably should get some sandwich meat. The bread's looking kind of old. I need some plastic bags. Yeah, just grab this, that. All right, cool. We should be good at this point. So then you go there and you grab the eggs. You grab the some sandwich meat. You get some bread. You get some trash bags. You get the wrong plastic bags because you thought that you remember which ones you needed. You're like, I either need the red ones or the blue ones. So you thought it's probably the red ones. I specifically remember I saw the blue ones, so I need the red ones. So then you go and buy the red ones, and you get home and you find out, oh wait, no, I misremembered. It's the blue ones that I have. It's the blue ones that I needed, not the red ones. And now I have two boxes of the red ones, which I don't even use the red ones all that much. It's the blue ones I mainly use, but now I got like 2 boxes of blue ones. I'm like, oh, yeah. But you know, it's all right. Not only do you have 2 boxes of red ones when you needed blue ones, but you completely forgot the milk, and now you're sitting there like, okay. And do you do the walk of shame? Do you slide your shoes back on and go back to the store, avoiding eye contact with the clerk or the door greeter or whatnot there, trying to beeline right to where you need to go and hope that like it's not as embarrassing as there is. And honestly, nobody cares, right? Nobody actually cares. No one's watching you like, oh wow, you forgot the milk, didn't you? It's all in your own little head, and that's more than enough, right? I don't want to. Nobody wants to be that guy who's like back at the store and they feel like everyone's silently judging them when really it's just you're loudly judging yourself in your own head. But that's just kind of how it goes sometimes, and like you end up getting the milk, or if you're like me, you don't even bother going back to the store and getting the milk. You just say, screw it. I didn't want cereal anyway. And then you just like angrily have your toast or something, or you make a sandwich. You're like, man, I didn't want no sandwich, And like you're upset, and like the only person you'd be mad at is yourself. But you're like, I'm too stubborn, even when it comes to myself, to go back to the store and go get that thing that I forgot. And it's just like how like what is the expectation in this one? Like the sad thing is, it really is just stubbornness, right? Like there's no issue 9 times out of 10. Oftentimes, oh man, the true walk of shame isn't going back to like the Walmart or something and getting it. It's the telling yourself that you don't have the energy to make that extra half a mile to get to like the major grocery store or whatever you guys have. Where I live, we have obviously Walmart's everywhere, but we also have a place called HEB. But I know some people have like Kroger's or something like that. I've never been to a Kroger's, but I know that some people have them wherever they live. And it's do you take that walk back or that drive back there, Or do you tell yourself, nah, I ain't doing it. I ain't going back there, and you choose to spend like twice as much money just because you decided to go to your gas station instead. Like, let's say you only need like a little bit of milk. Instead of going to Walmart where you might be able to get it for like $1.50. Hey, guys, chill. Chill in the comment section. If milk is more expensive wherever you live, that's just a political thing. You just need to vote for better people when it comes to milk prices. But it's like $1.50 over here. But if I go to like the gas station, it's gonna be like $4. It's like, do I spend the $4 to save myself the shame of going to the store, or is it more shameful to spend the $4 on a half gallon of milk? Ooh, man, and that's if I'm lucky. Shoot, I think nowadays gas stations they just don't even care. They're just like free balling it. They're like, well, we'll charge them whatever, because like really, I'd say like 80% of the money that a gas station receives, like 80% of their profit. Okay, maybe I'm saying it a little too high. We'll say that like I don't know. Some of you who actually runs like a gas station can say, Atlas, that is not correct. You do not know the actual prices. I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I've never owned a gas station, but I would like to assume that a good chunk of how much money they make is probably based off of it's a combination of the three big things. It's gasoline, it's lottery tickets, and it's adult addictions, basically. Like forget it. When I'm talking about like tobacco and alcohol and stuff like that. Kids don't do drugs. And I would say that outside of those things, outside of those things that you pretty much specifically go to the gas station for, 9 times out of 10, the actual things that they make all their actual money off of, that's way too many actuals. I need to calm down on that, actually. You know what I actually mean? Anyway, where they make the most of their money comes from just marking up perfectly like normal everyday things. I've worked at a gas station. I see the markups on crazy stupid things. And basically the profit comes from you being too lazy or too prideful to go to a bigger store and buy it at a reasonable price. What do I mean? I mean, like, they'd be selling like a can of beans for like $4. And it's like, bro, you can just go to like Walmart or something like that and get it for like probably not even $1. And they're like, yeah, but who's going to make that trip? It's like, frugal people. I think my lucky stars, I actually have a Walmart that's reasonably close to where I live. So like, I like religiously shop at Walmart. Like, I buy everything from Walmart, from my undies to my cereal. I can't help it. It's just easier. It's right there. The pricing is reasonable. I mean, I don't go there expecting them to be like world beaters. Like, I'm not going to Walmart expecting to have the highest quality of things. Like, let me tell you something. The computer that I stream and record these videos on, yeah, straight up came from a Walmart. Like, a long while back. And it's good enough. It's good enough. It gets me where I need to go, which is to the upload page on YouTube. So I ain't worried about that. Oh man. Speaking of which, like, I tell myself like, I'm cheap. Mind you, I'm super cheap. Like, if I don't have to spend money, I'd really rather not spend money. And but for the sake of comfort or convenience, like those couple of things, I can understand justifying spending a little bit of extra money. And my whole take on the channel, I got the bare minimum to get it going. Like, I bash my computer playfully, but it does get me point A, point B. There's no issues with its performance, at least not yet. I'm clearly, I used to stream Magic Online because it was a very low impact game. So it wasn't like destroying my CPU to like stream it like on screen. But like when it comes to other games, I'm obviously not playing any AAA games. I tried to play League of Legends on the computer, didn't work out. It was just like too much for my poor little computer to handle, and it goes on and on too. Like almost, my computer, I can't stream League of Legends. I can't even run Marvel Rivals. Trust me, I tried. I was done with it. I was like, all right, cool. We'll just download this and see how it runs. Why it allowed me to download it? Sure, is like you're stupid. Why would you download this if you know your computer can't run it? I'm like, because that's not who I am. I'm the guy who downloads it under the impression that you will tell me that my computer can't run it. If you're expecting me to actually like background check myself, like no, I'm the kind of guy that's just like, you just push, and if it doesn't budge, then clearly it's not for me. That's how I cross that bridge when we get there. I'm not super concerned, with I can't be bothered to look up the details of my computer, but she is getting a wee bit old, so but what I was saying was like it's getting old, but it's good enough for what I use it for, right? So the thought process is I don't mind getting another one, but I don't want to actually buy it. If it does everything that I want it to do, then the only time I should be looking to replace it is when it no longer does what I need it to do, right? Well, what that looks like is I will replace it once it fails, essentially, and or once it fails, or once it replaces itself. Let's put it that way. What that means is if let me clarify. I don't aspire to be like the biggest YouTuber in the world. It's fun. That's 100% the reason why I do this. I do fancy the thought sometimes, and I think every person who uploads a YouTube video fancies the thought of, well, what if it goes viral, and then all of a sudden I get like hundreds of thousands of views and start making a lot of money. Yeah, that's a risk that we take when you click upload. Wow, that sounded gross. Sorry guys. Sorry if I'm ruining your ASMR, but that is always a thought that we have from time to time, but I would not say it's anything to depend on. I would not wager my life on it. I would not drop out of school if I was in school, or quit my job if I had a job. Sorry guys, I think I swallowed a frog. But what I was saying was, I would never overcommit to YouTube. Like it has to like truly like go all the way. But I'm the kind of guy who, like, I'm an old fart. I rather, if I got a bunch of extra money, like if YouTube got to a point where it was like literally like a side income, or more importantly, if it gets to a point where it is a primary income, then I'd be looking at, okay, cool, what's the next step to capitalizing on it, if that makes sense. Like, I'd be looking at, okay, cool, so we're making a good amount of money, and now how do we get it to make more, right? Like, I feel like that's the intelligent way to go about things. So if we ever got to a point where suddenly like YouTube was like a really profitable endeavor for me, more so than like other things, then I'd be looking at like, okay, cool, let's see what we can do to get it to do more than just that, right? And clearly I'm not there yet, but man, I completely lost my train of thought, guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, like it. We'll see if we ever get there. Seriously doubt I'll ever get there. But never say never, right? Perhaps we can get to a point where it could be a thing. But oh man, I'm really trying to figure out what I was going to say. Oh man. Oh, the computer. That's what we're talking about. If YouTube ever gets to a point where it makes so much money that it's considered like a side hustle, I will, with the understanding that there is a demand, I will allow it to satiate itself. Essentially, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, I don't really have the money to spare to go upgrade the computer right now. But if, say, the content got to a point where a lot of people were enjoying watching it, and suddenly got into a partnership or maybe a sponsor or something like that, and started making like some side cheese off of it, I wouldn't mind upgrading so much going on, like the whole thing. First thing I want to do is just make sure we have like a nice place to live. But honestly, that's my job. That's me to take care of my wife and our family. But once that's good, like basically you want a nice house, so you don't have to worry about what all the nice things you get being taken from you by bad actors. You know who we're talking about. But if we got to that point and suddenly like YouTube was like making like some side cheese, like some extra money, and we had a place to actually put something nice, that's when I'd be like, all right, cool, well, let's get that money. Let's spend. I can't see myself spending more than $1,000 on a whole new setup. Shoot, I saw a computer the other day. It was marked like at $1,000, but then it was marked down to $800. It's at Walmart, but guys, I don't need a world beater. I just want something that, honestly, you see my videos, they can be a little bit choppy at times. I want something to smooth that out, or something that can do that, as well as, maybe what's it called? Allows to stream something a little bit fancier on the computer as well. Like, oh man, trust me, I follow a lot of preview channels on YouTube, and pretty much like every single channel is just like, oh yeah, this is gonna be on Steam soon. This is gonna be on Steam soon. Like, bro, I wish I could actually run games on Steam. Like, I got like the bare minimum going on. So, we'll like if I could upgrade it, get that, have like a better desk, be able to edit a little bit more, maybe pay for some like cool like programs to help out with everything. But that's the faraway future right now. We're just trying to get through there, and you know what's going to help me out, and trying to figure that out. If I could just remember the two magical words when it comes to content creation. I feel so dirty doing it, but honestly, that's something I got to overcome. It's something I got to overcome and create a habit of. And ideally, we'll get to a point where it just kind of works out. And, it you can feel dirty doing it. Like, I can feel dirty doing it. But that's the expectation when you upload a video, right? When you guys click on a video, you're the smartest audience in the entire world. And I mean that to literally anybody who clicks this. You're a smart person. I don't think anybody who's hopping online is particularly dumb. So when you click on a video, be it mine or anybody else's, you know how to like and subscribe. It's that easy. Y'all know. It's like it's a habit at this point. People know. You just click the video, you look over to the side, you see whether or not you've subscribed to somebody or not. You know how to like it if you actually liked it. Some people like just because they like the creator, so they'll like everything that they make. Again, it's me. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, but it is what it is. I will have to acknowledge that even if I don't personally do that, I don't like every single video. Like, I like out of support for people who like I am familiar with, but I'm also not like somebody who likes everybody. Like, there's a lot of people whose videos I should probably like more often, quite honest. Like, I love people like channels like the backlogs and stuff like that. I should probably like actually like their videos when I have like, oh, there's another guy, Osha 2, who I have been like super like watching his because I feel like he's really helped me, like, wrap my mind around Elden Ring a little bit more. I love Tampa Never Sleeps or Team Spooky because I like fighting game tournaments still, and I should get into a habit of actually liking their videos when I actually like their video. Like, for me, like, you have to actually like a video. I don't always like a video, and I can be kind of like some people, like I said, some people will like every single video that they come across, whereas I'm just like, I like I guess that's what it is. If you like the content creator, then subscribe. If you like the video, well, literally do that. Like the video, and never feel like you have to do both. Right? If you like a video, you don't have to subscribe to the channel. Or if you like the channel and you subscribe to them, doesn't mean just because you're subscribed doesn't mean you have to like every single video that they release. Now, I, as a content creator at this point in time, I can't beat the allegations of creating content, because if you're here right now, then I'm guilty, right? Clearly so. And as such, like, I know that they appreciate every view, every like, every subscriber that they get. I especially do. Again, like, I'm not looking to be a world beater myself. I'm not looking to be that guy. Like, I look at some people. Like, there's another channel I watch called Turkey Tom, and one thing that blows my mind every time I see Turkey Tom, every time I see a Turkey Tom video, is the fact that this guy, he's like super young, and he's probably a millionaire. And it's not just him. There's like so many other people who are also like that. Very like you just. It's crazy to think. Like, there's one guy, I seen his video earlier because I'm cheap and lazy, and I was trying to max out my little battle pass thing in Fortnite. And I was like, bro, I just need like an easy map. So I'm like scrolling through YouTube looking for somebody, and I find a channel that literally, that's all they post is videos. But like, I look at the thumbnail, and the thumbnail is literally the same thing every single time, except it's a different character, but it's always peddling the same thing. And on his main page, he's showing off his $200,000 Lamborghini or something like that. I'm like, this bro literally can justify a $200,000 purchase peddling crappy maps on Fortnite. Like straight up fake codes and whatnot. Like they say, fake it till you make it. Like, I don't think that's what they meant, but hey, that's what he got. I mean, well, what can be said otherwise, right? But it is what it is. But I'll try to remember, because if I want to get to that next step, that's what I got to remember. I got to do that. I got to start doing that thing. It's not a matter of whether I like it or hate it. I can be vocal about it. We can't be vocal about how much you hate something that you don't want to do with it, because that's what makes you a hypocrite. And let me clarify it right now. I don't hate when people constantly remind you to do the basic things on YouTube. I just find it tedious, but I do understand how it helps. So I will try to be more understanding of that, and also more accepting of that responsibility. Because honestly, this is how it feels. It's a responsibility as a content creator to say these things, right? So let today be day one of doing such. Hey guys, hope you have a wonderful week thus far. I love you guys. God bless. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, well, toodles.